Black women, and I'm talking to Black women over 50, stop telling yourselves that it's too late lie. Stop it. Stop it. Hello. I'm c.René Washington. I'm a life coach, and this is the midlife remix for Black women over 50 who got ish to say and dreams to live. And today, yes, I want you to stop telling yourselves that it's too late lie. And I am with you in this group because I realized recently, even though I'm a life coach, I realized that I have been telling myself a lie. That for the past several years, I've been dealing with chronic pain. And in the midst of all of that, somehow I just kind of accepted that this was my lot in life. And then, I pushed through, I've done the things that I've wanted to do. And still, within the past few months, I started questioning that belief that this is just my cross to bear. Why? Got a new doctor and have started making some changes. And one of the things that I've been inspired by is a woman, a queen, Ernestine Shepherd. And if you're not familiar with her, do take a minute to listen to her Today Show interview, the 85-year-old bodybuilder. That's what I said, the 85-year-old bodybuilder who is motivating people to exercise. And Miss Ernestine, why I love her story so much is because at the age of 56 is when she and her sister decided that they were going to get fit. Sadly, her sister died, but that didn't stop Miss Ernestine. In fact, she leaned in more because she wanted to honor her sister's memory. And, listening to her talk about how age ain't nothing but a number, it helped me remind myself of myself. I wrote a book about this because one of the things I know is before we can take action, before we can start moving, and I do believe that movement is the fuel of life. Before we can start moving, we have to do some shifting up here, some mindset shifting. And so I wrote this book, Take the Trip, 4 journeys every woman needs to live in purpose and freedom. 4 journeys every midlife woman needs to live in purpose and freedom. And in those 4 journeys, which I will be talking about over the next several episodes. So if what I'm saying is resonating with you, go ahead right now, subscribe and get notifications because I got some good stuff to share. And in these journeys, the journeys are surrender, trusting yourself, loving yourself, and connecting to your passion. Because we don't have to stop living at some particular age. We don't have to move from living to existing. Or maybe you feel like you've never fully been living. But I want you to really connect to assessing where you are, which is part of the first journey, surrender, is taking a really realistic look at where you are, who you are at this stage of life, and who you want to be. And letting go of some old crappy stories, some stories that never were yours in the first place. They may be about other people's perceptions of you. And surrender for me also connects to my surrendering to God because we carry a lot of stuff, a lot of baggage that we don't need to be carrying. We're so connected to thinking that we are, particularly as Black women, we know that, we've got that strong woman mantle to carry. And sometimes we need to lay that down. Lay those burdens down. They're not even ours to carry. We're carrying a whole bunch of stuff that belongs to other people. Let it go. So that's surrender. And then trusting yourself. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I'm so excited about the Trusting Yourself show because we have an inner superpower. And if you want to know all about how you connect to that, again, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you know when I'm going to be talking about it. Because we mostly live in our brains, which the brains are amazing. They catalog everything. And that's where our inner critic lives. That inner critic who's telling us what we can't do, who we aren't, holds all our limiting beliefs that keep us stuck. But we also have the inner voice. You can call it intuition. You may call it inner GPS, your body compass, whatever you call it. It is your truth. Your truth. Our bodies message us all the time. And that's what I've learned through this journey of dealing with this chronic pain is that my body was trying to get my attention. There were some things that I needed to let go. And reminding myself of myself is key. And one of the ways we do that is through self messaging, which connects to loving yourself, the third journey, loving yourself. What are you telling yourself about yourself? What are you feeding yourself? How are you treating yourself? There's just so many ways that truly loving ourselves shows up. It's not about just going to the spa or taking a trip, although I do love to travel. Those are just a few of the ways. But to really go deep requires us assessing all of the ways that we are feeding ourselves from the environments, our space that we are living in, the people in our lives, yes, the food we are consuming, all of those contribute to how we demonstrate self love. And finally, it's passion. And passion is about why are you on this planet? What's your purpose? I know that I am so intent on living life full tilt and bringing along as many women with me as possible because I believe that we should be running this world, and particularly Black women. Because don't we make a thing right? Yes, we do. But we don't need to do that in isolation. We don't have to take these journeys in isolation. We can connect and support each other. And that's what I want us to be sure that we are doing for ourselves in all the ways. And so, if you want to take these journeys with me, then subscribe to this channel. You can subscribe to this channel, hit the notifications button so you don't miss an episode. Take a little time to listen to Miss Ernestine lay down the truth of what we are fully capable of doing without putting some ending age on it. Live until you're not living. Cicely Tyson showed us that too. You know, that queen left here, contracts on the table, had gone out to dinner with friends. She was still living her life until she laid her head down and made her transition. That is my goal. You can also go ahead and start learning more about these journeys in this book, Take the Trip. 4 journeys every midlife woman needs to live in purpose and freedom. It's available through my website, c.renecoach.com. Renee has one E at the end, RENE, c.renecoach.com. And if you purchase it through my site, you are also supporting a Black woman bookshop owner, Harriet's Bookshop. You can also get the book through Amazon or Barnes and Noble, wherever books are sold. But whatever you do, take the time. This is our time. These years are the golden years. They really are. This is the time for you to look in the mirror and tell yourself, this is my time. And then start moving in that. So let's move together.